I'll never forget the moment it happened. There I was, cruising down this beautiful coastal road, windows down, music blasting, feeling like I had my whole life together. It was my first big solo trip after a rough year, and I was so excited to just get away from it all. But then, without any warning, this huge truck came out of nowhere. It was one of those too close for comfort moments. I swerved to avoid it, and bang. The side of my rental car scraped against the guardrail. I pulled over, heart racing, and stepped out to assess the damage. It was bad. Really bad. The entire side of the car had a deep gouge in it. I remember standing there, frozen, staring at the mess I had just made. The reality of it hit me like a ton of bricks. This was no ordinary dent. This was a major repair job, something that could easily cost hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. And it was my fault. I think I stood there for a good 5 minutes, not knowing what to do. I had heard horror stories of people getting hit with massive fees after damaging rental cars, but I never thought it would actually happen to me. In that moment, all I could think was, I've screwed up. I've ruined my whole trip. I didn't even know where to start. Do I call the rental company first? Do I contact my insurance? My head was spinning, and I honestly felt like I was on the verge of panic. But then, I remembered something I had read about. Travel insurance. Now, I've always been a little skeptical about these things. You know, the whole, you'll never need it until you do thing. But I had purchased travel insurance for this trip. I figured it was better to be safe than sorry. At the time, I thought it was just a precaution for things like flight delays or lost luggage. I never imagined I'd need it for something like this. But sure enough, I had coverage for rental car damage. I called my insurance provider, heart still racing, and explained what had happened. The person on the other end was so calm and understanding, which helped more than I can describe. They told me not to worry, that the damages would be covered under my policy, minus a small deductible. Honestly, it was like a huge weight lifted off my chest. Suddenly, I wasn't worried about how I'd pay for the repair costs. I wasn't stressing about what this meant for the rest of my trip. Instead, I could focus on enjoying my vacation, knowing that I wouldn't be left with a massive bill when I got home. But here's the kicker, I didn't even realize that my travel insurance covered this kind of thing in the first place. If you're anything like me, you probably just assume that rental car insurance is this whole complicated thing, and it's all about extra charges at the rental desk. But the truth is, if you're booking travel insurance anyway, you might already be covered for rental car damage without even realizing it. And that's a huge game changer. For me, this wasn't just a simple case of, oh, I'm glad I had insurance. It felt more like a life-saving moment. I was able to move on with my trip, not having to worry about that stress, and I felt like I could really relax and enjoy myself. But I get it. There are so many options out there when it comes to travel insurance. It can feel like a maze trying to figure out which one's the best or the most comprehensive. That's exactly why I want to share something that's been a huge help for me. A few months ago, I stumbled upon something called auras.insure. It's one of those hidden gems you wish you knew about earlier. It's simple, affordable, and most importantly, reliable. I've used it on all my trips since, and honestly, it's one of the best decisions I've made for peace of mind while traveling. No flashy ads, no gimmicks, just real, solid coverage that's there when you need it the most. So, if you're booking travel insurance for your next trip, don't overlook the value of it, and don't wait until you're standing next to a damaged rental car like I was. I'm not saying it'll happen to you, but it's nice knowing you've got a safety net just in case. Trust me, it can save you more than just money. It can save your entire trip. You can check out Auras, Insure online, if you want to take a closer look. I can't recommend it enough. Thanks for listening to my story. I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me.